have like the Spanish villa in the back.
I know, it's amazing actually. We went from Hawaii, and when we left Hawaii, a
Good
fucking
thing you left.
volcano erupted, and there's a whole big
I
earthquake.
know.
And actually, she slept through an earthquake when we were in Hawaii. True story. It was just a little one.
And you're like,
but now there's a new fucking active volcano right there. So I don't think we learned anything from it.
You guys are volcano chasers.
Apparently. I think we just like island life where we get to sit in the sun and not have to do any real work, you know? Or when you do real work, it doesn't really feel like it. So I wanted to do an interview with you because you're amazing and you're such an inspiration in what you do. You know, helping people get over their shit, really. And I think where you're most of a genius, really, is how you're able to organically attract so many women at these high price points. And, well, you work with men too, but at like, you know, 10,000, 12,000. You're a real human being who loves.
No, you're not.
Who loves stuffing your face. Yes, I hit record. Our lovely people are going to see you at your lowest possible moment, stuffing pastries and you're ramming it in your mouth.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So you're a genius, Leah. And you're a very modest genius. I like that about you. Because you have
Why do you say that?
Well, you have been getting people without any sort of paid advertising, recruiting them into your mojo at price points. What are you at right now? 12,000? And you were telling me last time we talked, you need to raise your prices?
Yeah, I'm at 12,000.
So let's share some nuggets with the people. Tell me how you're doing it. Tell me like one thing that you think would make the biggest difference for somebody trying to emulate you and what you do, even though there's only one you. Emulate your results, I should say. Did it cut out again?
Oh my gosh. Well, it's really, can you hear me?
Yeah, sorry. The island Wi-Fi struggle is real.
Okay, so emulate my results, even though I'm just, you know, me, myself, and I. So I would say just do more of being you. Just like, don't be fake about it, and live what it is that you want to live. Like, you know, if you're like talking about having a freedom lifestyle and you're like still stuck in a cubicle, like you shouldn't be talking about that. And if it, you know, if you want to get out of it and you've had like a revelation, then I think it's great to talk about that, to talk about your revelation. But yeah, just know that you're only 1 or 2 steps ahead of your tribe, and that the ones that will love you the most will be the ones that are attracted to your message, and just to be really real about it. So basically what I do is I network online and in person. And so I go through referrals. Sometimes I'll, you know, put an interview out there like this one with you, and then I'll get a phone call, right? Yeah. I mean, that's how we met. We met through what? Like
you came to my mastermind, and I was like, it was very different because it was kind of a sausage fest before you showed up, and I had to be like slightly more polite. And then, you know.
Sausage fest is the exact word that it was.
Yes.
And plus the first thought that went through my mind as we were going into, you know, this exclusive mastermind home was kind of like, what am I doing here again? Why am I with all these men?
But it turned out to be
But it was so
awesome,
fun. I made
right?
so many amazing connections. It was so awesome. I mean, your teachings were amazing.
Yeah.
And I gained a lot of confidence from that. And most of what you were teaching is basically what I teach too, which is just be yourself, be genuine, authentic, and learn the skills that you need to learn, and you'll get there. So like, say, for example, when I first started off in coaching, and I really sucked at sales, like it was not like I had done sales my whole life, but never, you know, for high ticket like that, over the phone, one conversation, you know. And so I said, okay, I need to close the gap on this one, so I'm going to go out and get sales training from somebody that's better than me. And it just, you know, skyrocketed from there. but I didn't stay in like, oh, woe is me, I can't do it. And then, you know, every year, like I'd go to like stuff like your mastermind and then get re-inspired again to make more sales and be really modest about it.
Yeah, I mean, there's a couple really good
Does that
things
make
you
sense?
said in there, by the way.
Are you still there? Oh no, the Wi-Fi,
The,
the
the
island
island
Wi-Fi.
Wi-Fi. Am I back yet? I see you.
The baby bump.
No, this is an interview. You don't get to see baby bumps.
No,
We're,
hey,
we're
hey,
back.
I'm a woman.
Yeah.
Okay.
Allegedly, you're a superhuman woman. So I think you're like a Barbie. I don't think you have a vagina between your legs. I think you just got one of those crotchless plastic things going on. Uh,
Oh my God. Should I be offended by that?
yes. Um, before we cut out, you said some really good things, and I think it's worth recapping since the island Wi-Fi struggle is real. You mentioned firstly the kind of being yourself, and I think there's a tendency a lot of times I see entrepreneurs, they want to sell the things that they're most interested in, and they really should be looking back to, like you said, people who are 10 steps behind them and where they want to be. Like I know for us, I was really interested in Facebook ads because of the potential, and so we decided for a little while to try a Facebook ads agency. I knew all these friends who were doing super well with it, and I was like, but this isn't what I should be selling. I haven't like mastered this yet where I'm in a position to share this with other people. And so we went back to things that we, already knew well. And then you also mentioned really, just building real relationships. I think people like get caught up in this idea that in the internet you don't have to know people and you don't have to do shit and you can just collect money doing nothing, and they forget this idea that like it's behind the internet is real people, and if you focus on that and stop trying to skip that step, which most people are, it'll happen for you a whole lot faster. So give me some of your insights on that, because I know you got a lot to say on that.
Yeah, absolutely. So, is it working?
Yeah, sure. I thought you were going to get to see some baby bump, but she's closing the door.
Still there. Oh, there you are. Why don't you go inside, Frankie?
Hmm?
Why don't you go inside?
It's not actually inside. This is actually the best Wi-Fi we could get. Yeah, it's not the distance. You still there?
Preston says hi. He says, cut your hair.
No way. Doing it ain't easy.
I'm going to say he has great hair. I don't know what the fuck you're talking
Exactly. Okay, we're going to try this one indoors.
Those curly locks, people pay big bucks for that stuff.
Exactly. You understand.
Yeah. I would not cut that hair. Ilka did good.
She knows what's up.
He says, ha. He wishes he had hair like that. Wishes.
So let's talk about your confidence, because not everybody else feels very comfortable charging $12,000 for what they do. And actually, one of the beautiful things when we were hanging out in Montreal talking in the park, you told me that you felt like you were undercharging. And that's a very different mindset than how most people feel like $12,000 for them would feel like a very big stretch. And for you, you recognize your true value and feel like you're charging maybe just enough to get people to do what they need to do. So how the hell do you hold that together, girl? Share some wisdom.
So confidence when it comes to charging.
Yeah, because a lot of people, I think, aren't able to do it. I see that as a really common problem in all our different industries, where people just don't feel like either they can get it or they're not worth it, or people won't pay that in any number of reasons.
Okay, so here's the thing, right? So if like some people, well, my clients will say like, well, how much do you think I should charge? Like, do you think I should charge $99? Do you think I should charge this much per hour? Do you think I should charge $3,997 or whatever, right? Like the amount doesn't even matter. It's in the way that you present it and what the benefits are. It's not about the dollar amount. So people will buy coaching at all different levels or services at all different levels, but it's really in the way that you present it to your prospect and in the way that you listen to them and their needs. So if your if the service that you offer is not in line with their, even buy it from you if it's 99, what's the point, right? So, but when it comes to levels of confidence. Like I didn't just, come out of coaching school and be like, okay, I'm going to charge this much. I'm going to charge $12,000. Like it didn't happen that way. It happened over time. And then I kept seeing the value that my clients were getting. And they're like, oh my God, you saved my life. Like you changed my perspective. You helped me create a miracle. You helped me increase my rates and attract like, I don't know, triple my value. I'd see, well, I could charge more. Why wouldn't I? And so it was like incremental. It didn't go from 1,000 to 12,000. And when it comes to confidence, I had to get really strong at having a really good sales conversation